the library. Yes, I have. And I have gotten my last library haul of 2025. Really, seriously. I'm not going to the library again. Unless a hold comes in, which I don't think I have that many things on hold either. Yeah, so what did I get at the library? So I got 2 books from the nonfiction shelf that caught my attention and things that I'm focusing on in the new year. The first thing is Gut. The Inside Story of Our Body's Most Underrated Organ by Julia Enders. This is from, what year are you from? 2015. So it could be a little bit dated with the science, but I was looking for a book. I have one on audiobook. I actually do own the book as well, but just studying more about the gut and how it impacts everything, really. There's a lot of research behind the gut having a connection to depression, anxiety, immune issues, so many different things. So I don't say if I'm looking forward to it because it's the gut and we know what the gut does, but I'm curious. We'll leave it at that. I also got Millennial Menopause, Preparing for Perimenopause, Menopause, and Life's Next Period by Lauren A. Tenenbaum. This came out this year, and I've been reading a lot about this stage of life for women because I'm right there in it. It's usually in your 40s, going into your 50s. So curious. Like I said, I've read a few books about it, and this was a new one I saw. So I don't usually read these cover to cover, but I will kind of skim them and read what interests me. So I'll report back on that one for sure. The next one is one that I've read parts of this year, and I've gotten it out of the library several times, but it's on a short loan, which means it's a newer book or a popular book. And this is Somehow Thoughts on Love by Anne Lamott. I really enjoy Anne Lamott's writing and her perspective. This is about finding love. She found love in her 60s, I think. And just kind of where she's at and just thoughts on love. So I'm very, very interested to finish this. All right, I think that was all of the nonfiction. Now for fiction. I don't know if I'm going to get to this one, but I've heard amazing things about this. It was on a lot of people's best of last year, and that is All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. I don't know if it's an author for me, but I've heard so many good things about it that I want to try. This is about Patch, a poor boy from the wrong side of town in Missouri, emerges as a local hero after saving the life of a wealthy family's daughter. In doing so, he leaves heartache in his wake. Patch soon discovers that the line between triumph and tragedy has never been finer, and that his act of bravery might just cost him everything. Yeah, that sounds heartbreaking. But I've heard Chris Whitaker does heartbreaking really good, and it's a paperback. It came out in paperback. I love a good paperback. Oh, just kidding. I do have another nonfiction. Poet Square, Courtney Gustafson, a memoir in 30 cats. I mean, that sounds wonderful. I'm pretty sure I've gotten this out before. When Courtney moved into a rental house in Poet Square neighborhood in Tucson, Arizona, she didn't know that the property came with 30 feral cats. Focused only on her own survival in a new relationship during a pandemic with poor mental health and a job that didn't pay enough, Courtney was reluctant to spend any of her own time or money caring for the wayward animals. But the cats, their pleading eyes, their ribs showing, the new kittens born in the driveway, didn't give her a choice. She had no idea about the grief and hardship of animal rescue or the staggering size of the problem in neighborhoods across the country. I can't read. What do you do if the synopsis makes you cry? Because, yeah, there's a huge cat overpopulation problem in the U.S. I've done animal rescue. I've had friends who've done cat-specific rescue in Atlanta, and it's a horrible, horrible situation. So, should I read this? I don't know. It might make me cry in a not healthy way. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one. This book I was interested in when it came out. It was on I feel like it was on a short list, long list of some prize, and that is Clear by Karis Davies. Near the end of the Scottish clearances, in which communities of the rural poor were driven from their homes by landowners, an impoverished minister takes a job evicting a farmer despite his own misgivings and his wife's disapproval. John travels to a remote island where he is tasked with expelling the last remaining resident, a man named Ivor who has been living there alone for decades. Shortly after he arrives, John falls down a cliff and knocks himself unconscious. Ivor finds him, and without knowing why this stranger has come to his island, takes him home to tend the wounds. Don't need to read any more of that. Yep, that's gonna be a good one. It's very short, so I'm very curious what the writing style is like to cover that much, or what I expect to be part of that story in a short page length. We'll see. This book, my friend Becca at Becca Books and Bujo has talked about, and that is The Storied Life of A.J. Vickery by Gabrielle Zevin. I think I've gotten this one out to you before. And my main issue, or my main reason for getting this out, is because Gabrielle Zevin is an author I want to like. The only book I've read is Tomorrow, 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 and I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it like everybody else did. And I remember liking the writing style. So I'm wondering if a different story will work for me with Gabrielle Zevin. We'll have to see. A.J. Vickery's life is not at all what he expected it to be. He lives alone. His bookstore is experiencing the worst sales in its history. And now his prized possession, a rare collection of Poe poems, has been stolen. But when a mysterious package appears at the bookstore, its unexpected arrival gives Vickery the chance to make his life over and see everything anew. That sounds like a little quaint book. This one I know I got out last year and just didn't get to it, and that's The Christmas Joyride by Melody Carlson. Now, if you watch my last Vlogmas video, Vlogmas days 7 through 20, you know that I read my holiday read. I'm gonna try another one because that went so well for me. I've read Melody Carlson before and really enjoyed her writing. It's just very simple and quaint. I keep using quaint. That is my word for December. And that's okay, because I would like a quaint December. This one, I'm pretty sure, is about a woman who goes with her neighbor on an RV trip. I mean, it's short too. Melanie Carlson does do short books really well, so I may have that on audiobook. I may have to listen to that on my road trip. That might be a good plan. And then this one I have also gotten out before, but it's one author that I would like to read more from, and that is T. Kingfisher. This is A House with Good Bones. I love it. Southern hospitality to die for. I live in the South, if you didn't know. It's about Sam and her brother, and she ends up coming back to the house they grew up in, where their mother lives alone. And things just seem different. That's all we're gonna read. I'm very excited for that. This also is short. So that's my current library haul. I still have a few from the last library haul, which I'll link below. I hope to get a couple read. Like I said, I do have several of them on audiobook, and we'll see how that goes on my road trip. When I get back from Christmas, I don't have a lot planned, and really that's good. My plan is to not plan. My plan is to just chill. Just chill, read if I want to, watch TV if I want to, go for walks, take myself out for dinner, for coffee, whatever. That's my plan for the week between Christmas and New Year's. Let me know in the comments below if you've gotten anything out from the library that you've really enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these books. If you think I'll like them, let me know. I hope you all are doing well. I thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.